Well, this is 94.3 Radio 1, One World, your station. Welcome to the show. Time to get one with indie artist Sera Sanyal, who joins us. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
So congratulations on your debut, Buillt To Fall Apart. And right now, even as we speak, you join me from Boston. It's where you're doing a summer program in music. How's that going for you?
It's been such an amazing experience. I've loved every second of it. I'm excited to come home, but very sad to leave here.
Yeah, I can understand that. So I've been listening to your song on a loop this morning, and it is just, I think I want to classify it as like very classy indie pop. That's what I'm hearing.
Thank you. Yes, that was definitely the direction I was heading in.
Yeah. So let's understand a little bit about your backstory, Sera. You do come from musical legacy. Your dad was the frontman to a rock band, Brahma.
Yes, he was. So music has definitely been something that I've grown up with all my life. Very, very big part of the household. And my dad has been such a huge influence in every way, musically, in terms of, I guess, my inclination towards music business as well. But no, he's been such a huge, huge support, even putting the song out. And I really would not have been able to do it without him. So
yeah,
big thank you to him.
So in terms of now you having to develop your own style, I mean, your dad used to be a rock, a frontman for a rock band, and you're clearly not into the headbanging or mosh pitting kind of girl.
Heavy metal is something I unfortunately I never really got into growing up. We have very different styles of music, and I guess different tastes in terms of what we like listening to as well. But I guess I've always headed this way with the stuff I like listening to, the stuff I like writing and playing, and he's always supported it because he's very supportive of my music always.
So as you now sort of settle into your own and find your voice and your style, what have you been discovering about yourself as an artist?
A lot. So writing has been a very new process for me. It's something I've only recently gotten into. But I guess the more I write, the more I kind of discover my style of writing, what I enjoy writing about, my process writing it, so to say. So it's been a journey. It's been very interesting, but I have loved every minute of it. So it's very fun.
All right, let's discover more about you, Sera. One place that you would love to get lost in.
Get lost in, I'm gonna say Bali, oddly enough. That is, for some reason, the one place coming to mind right now. So
Bali, exotic. Do you have like a favorite peg or a favorite word that you use in your lyrics? You tend to go back to it often.
Favorite word? I'm not sure I do really. I feel like I'm still too new to this, and only once I've written enough to say I've written enough will I really know how to answer that question. So.
Okay, well, you definitely have a head start. Which artist do you follow on Insta?
On Insta, there's many favorite artists right now, but my current favorites would definitely be Yaba, Georgia Smith, and Adele. Good old favorite, my idol for sure.
Yeah. So one TikTok or reel challenge that you would never do.
I'm ashamed to say that I am actually not that in tune with TikTok and reel challenges.
Well, if you have a chat with your dad, who's now one of the, leading executives in the industry.
Yes. He's quite
I'm quite sure, he'd love to do, a TikTok or a reel with you. But going forward, I mean, that seems to be a very indicative way of the way the market is going or moving towards,
Social media has become such a big part of it. I'm learning to navigate it slowly, step by step. But yeah.
Okay. So Sera, you are living in the digital world. You're a child of the digital, but have you dabbled in the analog world? And if so, do you, are you happy to make a choice between analog and digital?
I would say analog. I am born into the digital age, you could say. So I guess social media and devices and whatnot. So it's a very big part of, I guess, most of our everyday lives now. But it's not something that I'm heavily attached to in any way or form. More just for communication with people. But I would definitely say analog if I had the choice.
So you're based out of Boston currently. You're clearly loving it and all of that. But you're clearly very Indian and from Mumbai or Bombay. Do you hope to take those experiences, and use those experiences and those sounds in your music going forward?
Yes, definitely. And it's been such an experience here because the community of people I'm currently surrounded by at this program we're such a diverse community. So it's been so interesting to kind of, be exposed to other music, but also expose them to our music, and kind of our, I guess you could say, Indian influences. So it has been interesting to kind of just kind of soak it all in.
Yeah. And as we head into celebrating our 75th year of independence, what's the most Indian trait that you have that you're really proud of?
My most Indian trait. Ooh, this is a good question. Um, I would not know.
Could be a habit, could be a habit to do with food
Habit,
or,
I
or,
think it
or
would
the
be
way you
my favorite
dress.
food. Oh my God, my favorite food. I am, oh my God, butter chicken any day. I have been craving it for the last 4 weeks. I'm so excited to eat it once I come back.
Butter chicken and naan. Yum, yum. All right, Sarah, pick your one artist that you would love to be a dream collaborator. Who would you love to collaborate with?
Yaba, definitely. She has been my favorite artist for a little while now, and I'm absolutely in love with her music and her style of writing and singing. And she would be my answer in a heartbeat.
Fantastic. And you've only just released your debut single, but where do you hope the next part of your musical journey will take you?
I just hope that my music, as and when I do hopefully put it out, can just reach more people. And I mean, even just the reaction and the response I've had to this song in the last few weeks has been absolutely unbelievable. I still cannot process it. It's very, very new for me. But yes, just to reach more people and for them to, if I do find people that genuinely resonate with my music and my lyrics, and I mean, that's really all that matters to me.
Yeah.
Lyrics always.
So while just sitting in America, being exposed to, musicians and artists, not just from America, but other parts of the world, going by your musical experience and learnings here from India and Mumbai city, how do you um, how do you feel in terms of being able to adjust to the other musical community or artists from around the world?
I feel like it's actually not been that big of an adjustment, as I think it's the first time I've really been exposed to a community where everyone is so like-minded, where music is everyone's main focus, and like it's everyone's kind of, path. And it's been so nice to be surrounded by people who feel the same and who are so open to listening to different kinds of music, because I think back home, like I listen to very obscure music, so to find people who have the same interests and like the same things is it's fun. It's very fun.
All right, let's have you introduce Built to Fall Apart, the making of the song and what it means to you.
Oh, this song, I think the whole process of putting the song together to release it last month was such an incredible journey. So I wrote the song about 6 months ago, I would say in Jan of this year. Um, I approached my best friend who's into music production to kind of help me put something together for it. So we created the track. Subsequently, we went to the studio, recorded the vocals, and kind of got a mix together for the song. And I mean, every edit and every process of kind of listening to it over and over again was just like unbelievable, and I could not be happier with how it was sounding. And we decided we wanted to put out a little music video for it as well, with the process of which was so fun because the entire thing was done by me and two of my best friends who are also my age.
Wow.
So from writing it to putting together the track for it to recording the video for it, it was mainly us, and it was just so much fun to do it with people that like my best friends and people that I just are just they're so talented. So it's such a joy to have worked with them.
Well, that's amazing. I think you're at an age and stage in I would say in the soundscape here in India, where you're open to so much more in terms of the digital world. You've got tools available to use, and you're training yourself the right way, I think. So you definitely have a head start, Sarah.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to wrap up. Thank you so much for joining us. To my Radio One listener, here comes.
So much for having me. It has been an absolute honor.
That's fantastic. To my Radio One listener, here comes Sera Sanyal with Buillt To Fall Apart. And when you come back to Mumbai City, please drop by our studios anytime. We'd love to have you. Oh,
absolutely. It was wonderful speaking to you. Thank you so much.
One world, your station. Radio 1.